I think I jumped through a time loop. I woke up to the sound of my alarm blaring in my ear. I reached over to turn it off, rubbing the sleep from my eyes. As I sat up, I noticed something was off. The room looked different. The curtains were open, and I could have sworn I closed them last night. I shook my head, chalking it up to a weird dream. I got out of bed and started my morning routine. As I brushed my teeth, I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. My hair was slightly messier than usual, and the scar above my left eyebrow seemed slightly more pronounced. I shrugged, telling myself it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. As I headed downstairs, I noticed the house was eerily quiet. My roommate, Alex, was already gone, but I could have sworn I heard him making coffee this morning. I walked into the kitchen, and that's when I saw it. The coffee pot was still on, and there was a cup sitting on the counter with a note that read, "Good luck on your meeting," in Alex's handwriting. My meeting wasn't until 2 p.m., but I couldn't shake off the feeling that something was off. I grabbed my bag and headed out the door, only to realize it was pouring rain. I distinctly remembered checking the weather forecast last night, and it said it was going to be sunny today. As I walked to the bus stop, I noticed the streets were emptier than usual. The bus itself was late, and when it finally arrived, the driver was someone I had never seen before. We exchanged a brief hello, and I took my usual seat near the front. The bus ride was uneventful, but my mind was racing. What was going on? Was I going crazy? When I arrived at the office, I was greeted by my coworker, Rachel, who said, "Hey, happy Tuesday!" It was Tuesday, all right, October 12th to be exact. But as I looked at the calendar on my desk, I realized that's exactly what yesterday's date was. A shiver ran down my spine. I was reliving the same day. But why? And why were there these tiny, insignificant changes? I tried to shake off the feeling of unease and focused on my tasks at hand. The meeting went smoothly, but as I was walking out of the conference room, I caught a glimpse of myself in the reflection of a window. My tie was slightly loose, and the shirt I was wearing was a different color than the one I put on this morning. I felt like I was losing my grip on reality. I decided to take a walk outside, hoping the fresh air would clear my head. As I walked, I noticed the same people walking by, doing the same things they did yesterday. It was as if they were stuck in some kind of time loop, just like me. I stopped in front of a small cafe where